12 Rules for Life. My name is Liam, and I want to share with you the story of how I learned life lessons from the book 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. The book offers powerful ideas for living a better life, and I will explain each rule in simple words so that anyone can understand them. Before we start, subscribe to my channel to move forward. Like this video for more stories and comment your favorite rule at the end. Now let's get started. Rule 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. When I first read this rule, I didn't think much of it. But then I thought about how I always sat slouched in my chair. I would spend hours on the computer with my back bent. My posture wasn't good, and I felt tired and weak. One day, I decided to try something different. I stood up straight, pulled my shoulders back, and took a deep breath. Right away, I felt stronger. My body felt better, and I felt more confident. Conclusion: standing up straight gives you more strength and confidence. It helps you feel better about yourself. Imagine two people in a meeting. One person is sitting with their shoulders hunched, looking tired and bored. They don't make eye contact and seem unsure. The other person is sitting up straight, looking confident and making eye contact with everyone. Who do you think will be taken seriously in the meeting? Of course, the second person. Posture matters. It makes you look more capable and confident. Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. I always took care of my friends and family, but I wasn't taking care of myself. I would eat unhealthy food and sleep too little. I didn't give my body the care it needed. One day, I realized that if I had a friend who was sick, I would help them get better. So why wasn't I helping myself in the same way? Now I try to treat myself like I would treat a friend. I eat healthy food, sleep enough, and take care of my body. I also spend time thinking positive thoughts about myself, just like I would for my friends. Conclusion: take care of yourself, just like you would take care of someone you love. Imagine you have two friends. Friend 1 always takes care of their health, eating good food, getting enough sleep, and looking after their mental well-being. Friend 2 never cares about their health, staying up late, eating junk food, and always looking tired. Over time, friend 1 feels better, has more energy, and looks happy, while friend 2 feels sick and tired. If you had to ask for advice, who would you choose? Of course, friend 1. Taking care of yourself is the best way to be healthy and happy. Rule 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. I have had friends who didn't encourage me to be better. They always wanted to do things that weren't good for me. We would go out drinking too much or we would waste time doing things that didn't help us grow. But I learned that good friends should want the best for you. They should encourage you to be healthy, work hard, and grow as a person. I started spending more time with people who cared about my future. Conclusion: surround yourself with friends who support you and want the best for you. Imagine you have two friends. Friend one encourages you to study, eat healthy, and exercise. They help you stay focused on your goals and make you feel positive about yourself. Friend two, however, always wants to hang out, play video games, and eat junk food. They don't care if you miss important things in your life. Who do you think will help you reach your goals? Friend one. You should always choose friends who want you to succeed, not those who hold you back. Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Sometimes I would look at other people's lives and feel bad about myself. I would see someone with a better job, more friends, or a bigger house, and I would feel unhappy. But then I realized that life is not a competition. Instead of comparing myself to others, I started comparing myself to who I was yesterday. Am I better than I was before? Am I learning and growing? That's what matters. Conclusion: focus on your own progress and don't worry about what others have. Compare yourself to who you were in the past. Imagine two students in a classroom. Student one is always looking at what others are doing and feels bad because someone else has better grades. Student two focuses on their own work, trying to improve from yesterday's mistakes, and feels proud of the small progress they make each day. Who do you think is happier and more successful? Of course, student two. When you focus on your own growth, you don't need to worry about others. Rule 5. Don't let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. I am not a parent yet, but I've seen families where children don't listen to their parents. Sometimes children shout or throw things, and the parents do nothing. The parents get angry, and the children feel confused. Jordan Peterson says that parents should teach their children right from wrong so they don't grow up being disrespectful. I learned that if you let people, especially children, behave badly, they will not learn how to act in the world. You must set rules and show them how to behave well. Conclusion: teach children to be kind and respectful. Set rules and guide them. Imagine two parents. Parent one allows their child to yell and misbehave without punishment. The child grows up thinking it's okay to act out. Parent 2 sets clear rules, teaches their child to respect others, and shows them what good behavior looks like. Who do you think will have a better relationship with their child as the years go by? Of course, parent too. Setting rules and teaching respect early on will lead to a stronger, happier relationship. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Before I started improving my life, I would complain about many things: the government, my job, the weather, everything. But I didn't look at myself. I didn't see that I needed to change first. Jordan Peterson teaches that before you try to change the world, you must first fix the small things in your own life. Make sure your house, your mind, and your actions are in order before you criticize others. Conclusion: fix your own life first, and then you can help others. Imagine two people. Person one is always complaining about how the world is unfair and how everything is wrong, but they don't take care of their own life. They don't clean their house or organize their time. Person two also sees problems in the world, but works on fixing their own life first. They stay organized, take care of their health, and try to improve themselves. Who do you think is more effective at helping others? Person two. To help the world, you first need to help yourself. Rule 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Sometimes I would choose easy things over hard things. For example, I would watch TV instead of studying or spending time with my family. It felt good in the moment, but later I felt empty. Jordan Peterson says that we should choose what is meaningful, not what is easy. It's okay to do difficult things because those things will help us grow and feel more fulfilled. Conclusion: don't take the easy way out. Choose what is meaningful in life, even if it's hard. Imagine you have two choices. You can take the easy path where you don't have to study or work hard, or you can take the harder path where you study, work, and make sacrifices to achieve your dreams. Which path will give you more satisfaction and happiness in the long run? The second one. Meaningful work is always harder, but it is worth it. Rule 8. Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. I used to tell little lies to avoid trouble. I would tell people things just to make them happy, even if it wasn't true. But I learned that lying creates problems. It makes life more complicated and builds walls between people. Telling the truth, even when it's hard, helps you to feel more honest and free. Conclusion: always try to tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Imagine you have two friends. One is always honest with you. She tells you how she feels and what she thinks, even when it's hard to hear. You trust her because you know she won't lie to you. Your other friend, however, often lies about small things. He says one thing and then changes his story later. It makes you feel confused and unsure of what is true. Which friend would you feel safer talking to? The one who tells the truth, or the one who lies? Rule 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. I used to think I knew everything. If someone told me something I didn't agree with, I would ignore it. I didn't listen carefully. But Jordan Peterson says we should listen more. We should assume that the other person might have valuable information. When we listen carefully, we can learn new things and become better at understanding others. Conclusion: always listen with an open mind. You can learn something new from everyone. Imagine two co-workers are discussing how to improve their work. Lucy listens carefully and asks thoughtful questions. When her colleague gives suggestions, she learns new techniques and feels more confident in her work. Meanwhile, Ben ignores his co-worker's ideas because he thinks he already knows everything. He doesn't learn anything new and his work doesn't improve. Who do you think will get better at their job? The one who listens and learns, or the one who doesn't? Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. Sometimes I would say things that were not clear. I would confuse people or myself. Jordan Peterson teaches that precision in language is very important. When we speak clearly, others understand us better, and we feel more confident in what we say. For example, instead of saying, I feel bad, you can say, I feel sad because I had a bad day. This is more precise and helps you explain your thoughts better. Conclusion: speak clearly and precisely so people understand you better. Imagine two people are planning to meet for lunch. Maria says, let's meet later. But later never comes because neither of them is sure when to meet. John, on the other hand, says, let's meet at 1 p.m. at the coffee shop. They both show up on time and have a great meal. Which one worked better? Clear plans or vague ones? Rule 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. This rule may sound strange, but it has a powerful meaning. Peterson says that sometimes we need to allow children or even adults to take risks. They need to experience failure to learn and grow. If we protect people from every small danger, they will never learn how to face life's challenges. It's important to let them take risks and learn from their mistakes. Conclusion: don't protect people from every problem. Let them take risks and learn. Imagine two children are playing outside. Tommy's parents are always watching him closely, making sure he doesn't take any risks. They never let him try anything new because they are scared he might get hurt. As a result, Tommy never learns to be independent and confident. Sarah's parents allow her to try new things, even if she might fall. They encourage her to take risks, and when she falls, she gets up and learns from the experience. Who do you think will grow more confident? The one who is always protected or the one who takes risks? Rule 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. This rule is about appreciating the small, simple joys in life. Life can be hard, and sometimes we face difficult situations. But in those moments, we should remember to find peace in the small things. For example, when I was stressed, I would take a walk outside. I might see a cat sitting in the sun. I would stop, pet the cat, and feel a moment of calm. Conclusion: find moments of peace and joy even in difficult times. Imagine Jake has had a tough day at work. Everything went wrong and he's feeling frustrated. As he walks home, he sees a cat sitting on the street. Jake kneels down and pets the cat, feeling the soft fur and hearing the purring sound. For a moment, he forgets about his worries and feels peaceful. Alex, however, walks by the cat without even noticing it, still thinking about all the problems at work. He misses the chance to relax and enjoy a moment of calm. Who felt better after their walk? The person who took a moment to appreciate something small, or the one who rushed past it? These 12 rules for life help me change the way I think and live. I learned to stand up straight, take care of myself, make better friends, and focus on what is meaningful. I also learned to speak the truth, listen carefully, and let people take risks. By following these rules, I have become a better person. If you follow these simple rules, you can also improve your life and live in a way that is more meaningful and peaceful.